What would actually happen to your body if you took a cold shower every single day for 14 days straight? Not just a quick rinse, but a full, intentional cold shower, day after day. Would you feel better? Would you break down? Would something unexpected happen inside your body that you never saw coming? These are exactly the questions we are going to answer today. Now, before we dive in, let me introduce you to someone you should know. His name is Wim Hof, also called the Iceman. He is the pioneer behind cold therapy and what is now known as the Wim Hof method. He has broken world records, climbed mountains in shorts, and spent decades proving that cold exposure can completely transform human health. And the science is finally catching up to him. Now, before we jump into all the incredible benefits, I want to address something that might already be running through your mind. You were probably told as a kid, just like I was, that going out in the cold or getting cold and wet would make you sick. Maybe your mom said it, maybe your dad, maybe both. And honestly, that belief stuck with most of us well into adulthood. But here is the thing. That idea is not just outdated. It is actually the opposite of what science shows us. Cold does not make you sick. In fact, deliberate cold exposure may be one of the most powerful tools available for strengthening your body from the inside out. So let us set that old belief aside and look at what the research actually tells us about cold therapy. So here is where things get genuinely fascinating. The first major benefit of daily cold showers is a powerful boost to your immune system. Now I know what you are thinking. Cold water makes you sick, right? That is exactly what we thought too. But here is what actually happens inside your body. When you expose yourself to cold water, your body triggers a significant increase in white blood cells, specifically monocytes and lymphocytes. Think of these as your personal army. Within that army, you have T helper cells, which act like the quarterback, calling the plays and directing the attack against invaders. Then you have T suppressor cells, which prevent your immune system from overreacting and attacking itself. Cold exposure essentially trains your body to build a perfectly balanced defense system. Surprising? Absolutely. But once you understand the biology, it makes complete sense. Now here is where things get really interesting. Cold showers trigger a powerful brain chemical called noradrenaline, which works similarly to adrenaline. Research has consistently shown that people struggling with anxiety, depression, and attention deficit disorder tend to have significantly lower levels of noradrenaline in their brains. What cold showers do is naturally spike this chemical without any medication or supplements. The result is a noticeable improvement in mood, focus, memory, and overall alertness. This is where the concept of the hormetic effect becomes important. Hormesis simply means that a small dose of stress, like jumping into cold water, actually forces your body to adapt and come back stronger. Think of it like exercise for your nervous system. Short-term discomfort creates long-term resilience, and your brain becomes sharper because of it. Now here is where things get really interesting. The third benefit of cold showers is weight loss, and not in the way you might expect. When your body is exposed to cold, it activates something called brown adipose tissue, or brown fat. Most people only know about white fat, the kind that stores energy and sits around your waistline. But brown fat is completely different. Brown fat actually burns energy to generate heat, and cold is the primary trigger that wakes it up. Here is the fact that stopped me in my tracks when I first heard it. Just 100 grams of brown fat, which is roughly the amount most adults already carry, can burn up to 3,400 calories per day. That is more than most people consume in an entire day. So your body already has a built-in fat-burning furnace. Cold showers are simply the switch that turns it on. Now here is where things get really interesting, especially if weight loss is on your radar. The fourth benefit of daily cold showers is improved insulin sensitivity. Here is what that means in plain terms. When your body becomes more sensitive to insulin, it does not need to produce as much of it to do the same job. Less insulin circulating in your blood means your body is far less likely to store excess energy as fat. Blood sugar levels stabilize, energy crashes become less frequent, and cravings start to quiet down. For people living with diabetes or prediabetes, this is genuinely significant. But even if you are perfectly healthy, this metabolic shift matters. Cold showers essentially create a chain reaction, activating brown fat, improving insulin function, and stabilizing blood sugar, all from one simple daily habit. Now let's keep the momentum going with benefits 5, 6, and 7. Cold showers are a powerful anti-inflammatory tool. If you suffer from arthritis, bursitis, or any autoimmune condition, cold exposure can significantly reduce the chronic inflammation driving your pain and discomfort. Think of it as nature's ice pack applied from the inside out. Benefit 6 is equally impressive. Cold showers stimulate your body's antioxidant network, specifically enzymes like glutathione and superoxide dismutase. These compounds actively repair DNA damage and reduce oxidative stress, which researchers link directly to cancer development. A daily cold shower is essentially activating your body's internal repair crew. And benefit 7 ties beautifully into brain health. Cold exposure stimulates the regrowth of neurons and protects existing neural pathways. It also promotes deeper, more restful sleep by keeping your core body temperature slightly cooler throughout the night. Now we arrive at benefit number 8, and this one is about longevity. Cold showers trigger a process called autophagy, which literally means self-eating. Just like fasting, cold exposure signals your body to recycle old and damaged proteins, clear out amyloid plaques in the brain linked to Alzheimer's disease, and regenerate healthy, functional cells. Think of it as a deep cleaning system your body runs to keep everything operating efficiently. Cold showers also significantly lower cortisol, your primary stress hormone. Chronic high cortisol accelerates aging, disrupts sleep, and breaks down muscle tissue. By reducing it daily, you are literally slowing down the aging process. For athletes, cold exposure accelerates muscle recovery by reducing soreness and inflammation after intense training. Every single benefit we have covered comes back to one powerful truth. One simple daily habit can profoundly extend and improve your quality of life. Let me share something personal. A few years back, my wife and I were vacationing in the Dominican Republic when we stumbled upon this fascinating spa. They had a series of baths, ranging from absolutely freezing cold to almost unbearably hot. My first reaction was honestly confusion. Why would anyone voluntarily sit in ice-cold water? It seemed completely pointless. But we decided to try it anyway, starting cold and gradually moving toward the warmer baths. What happened afterward genuinely surprised both of us. Our bodies felt extraordinary. That night, we slept deeper than we had in months. The next morning, our energy levels were through the roof. No grogginess, no sluggishness, just pure vitality. That experience made everything we had read about cold therapy suddenly feel real and undeniable rather than just interesting science on a page. So how do you actually get started? Especially if the thought of cold water makes you want to close this tab right now. Here is the approach I recommend for complete beginners. Start your shower normally, nice and hot, just like you always do. Then in the last 30 seconds, switch it to cold. That is it. Just 30 seconds. The next day, make it 40 seconds. The day after that, 50 seconds. Keep adding 10 seconds every single day until you are comfortably handling anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes of cold water. What this gradual approach does is remove the psychological barrier that stops most people before they even begin. Your body adapts faster than you think. Within just a couple of weeks, what once felt unbearable starts feeling almost refreshing. The discomfort fades, and the habit becomes something you actually look forward to. Here is something that will genuinely surprise you. When you take a cold shower, your body actually warms up on the inside. Cold water hitting your skin triggers your circulatory system to push blood deeper into your core, raising your internal temperature to protect your vital organs. Now flip that around. A hot shower actually cools your core by drawing blood toward the surface of your skin and releasing internal heat outward. This is exactly why taking a hot shower before bed can help you fall asleep faster. Your internal body temperature drops afterward, signaling to your brain that it is time to sleep. Your body is not just reacting randomly. It is making incredibly intelligent, calculated adjustments in real time. Every response is purposeful, every adaptation is precise, and every system works together in ways most people never even consider. So there you have it, 10 powerful benefits from one simple daily habit. Boosted immunity, elevated noradrenaline, activated brown fat, improved insulin sensitivity, reduced inflammation, stronger antioxidants, better brain health, deeper sleep, autophagy, and lower cortisol. The best part is that most of you already shower every single day, so the barrier to entry is almost zero. Now, if you find cold therapy fascinating, you are going to love what we cover next time on infrared saunas, another incredible hormetic practice that works in a completely different but equally powerful way. But for now, here is your challenge. Try cold showers for 14 days straight. Start small, stay consistent, and pay attention to how your body and mind begin to shift. The transformation might genuinely surprise you. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.